You find it intimidating when you're on a big movie set like that, or have you been doing it so long you just kind of?
I've only been scared on one set, because when I was lucky when I was like 22 or something. I was in a Clint Eastwood movie called $1 Million Baby,
Right.
That won a bunch of Oscars, and so my first day on set there, I was absolutely mortified, and it was like a thing I wasn't used to because there's a few spots in my life where I am never daunted, never anxious, and I am at the top of the hill. And being on set was always one of those, and I think that's just because I've been doing it since I was a kid, And I also loved it. I love being on set. So I wasn't used to being scared on set, and then I got to the set of $1 Million Baby, and it was incredibly daunting.
Clint Eastwood's directing you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Morgan Freeman is acting with me.
Right.
And I had this idea, this notion in my head that like, oh, Clint Eastwood, my granddad, God rest him, he was a big fan of Eastwood. He hadn't heard of Judd Apatow or any of these people that are incredible. Like, but my granddad, I've worked with some special people, but my granddad didn't know who David Cronenberg was, or Ben Stiller, or Judd Apatow, or Roger Avery, or any of these people. But Eastwood is Eastwood.
Sure.
And so I was like, had this weight of, I cannot fuck this one up, man. Mm-hmm. And I was like scared shitless, and also, especially when you're younger as an actor, you're really desperate for validation after every single take, or at least I was, where I would like need someone to tell me that was awesome or whatever, and so at every take I'd say, how was that, sir? And he'd always just say, that was fine, that was good, that was fine. And every time I was like, oh God. And like I started envisioning in my head, I was like, he's having a quiet, that I just saw him do this to somebody. He was telling somebody to call the casting director, call my agent to tell them they need to replace me. Like, I could just picture, I was chest moving all of the like hushed conversations on phones about get this fucking kid away from our set, and I was just like, oh, this is so embarrassing. And I think Morgan Freeman saw me kind of in my head because he like leaned over unsolicited and said, if he doesn't say anything, it means he likes it. I was like, oh, okay. Right. Because he hired me to do the thing I did in the audition. Uh-huh. So he would only tell me, don't paint like that if I was painting wrong. And that's kind of the thing. He hires people to do the thing. He lets them do it. You only hear from him if you're doing it wrong. Uh-huh. And it was this, talk about light bulb going on. For me, it was, that saved my career. Because from that point on, never again did I ever ask for one more take. Give me one more take. Can I try again? And from that point on, people would say, well, how do you feel? I was like, fine. Doesn't matter. How do you feel? You're cutting it. You're directing it. How I feel about it means nothing. If you've got the thing that you need, if I did the thing you need me to do for your movie, then that's the end of my job as actor. Boy, that saved my fucking life, man.
What a cool moment to have in your head, though. And
yes.
Then Morgan Freeman leaned over. Yeah. I'm just sitting there, I'm in my head, Clint Eastwood, did he like it? And Morgan Freeman leaned over.
I know.
Saw that I was a little...
Pretty cool. He was lovely, man. He was a really, they were both incredibly kind with me.